P. Diddy has recently been at the center of several controversies that paint a more complex and less flattering picture than his public persona as a musical mogul. He has tainted his own legacy with incidents and behaviors that raise serious questions about who he actually is. In this video, we'll talk about 10 lesser-known controversial things about P. Diddy. Before we get started, make sure to leave a like and comment on this video. Also, if you'd like to join this month's giveaway of a brand new iPhone 15, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and watch this video until the end to find and comment the hidden message. Good luck! Number 1. Diddy's father died a violent death. Sean Combs, aka Diddy's upbringing was shaped by a significant and traumatic event, the murder of his father, Melvin Combs, when Diddy was just 2 years old. Melvin Combs was involved in the drug trade, and his murder is often cited as a major influence on Diddy's life. Though Diddy has frequently spoken about how his father's death pushed him to avoid a life of crime, some argue that his father's criminal connections played a part in shaping Diddy's own associations in the music industry. These early ties to violence and the criminal underworld actually made him power-hungry and greedy. Number 2. Ran errands for drug dealers. Growing up in Harlem and Mount Vernon, Diddy was no stranger to the rough streets. In his youth, he was reportedly involved in running errands for drug dealers in his neighborhood. Though Diddy has never admitted to selling drugs himself, he acknowledged being around that lifestyle during interviews. It made people question how deep his involvement went during those early years, suggesting that his street connections may have provided him with a lot of shady contacts as he entered the cutthroat world of the music business. Number 3. Got fired from Uptown Records. In 1993, at the height of his success with Uptown Records, Diddy was abruptly fired by label head Andre Harrell. The reasons behind this firing remain unclear, but speculation includes Diddy's insubordination, clashes with other executives, and his overly aggressive tactics in dealing with artists. Though this setback was temporary, Diddy would go on to establish Bad Boy Records shortly after. The abrupt dismissal was an early sign that he was a difficult figure to work with. Number 4. The Puffy Effect and the Over-Promotion of Violence. Diddy's branding strategy in the 1990s was highly controversial due to what some called the Puffy Effect, a commercialization of violence and gang culture in rap. By associating his Bad Boy label and its artists, like the Notorious B.I.G., with a gritty, dangerous image, Diddy was seen as encouraging a cycle of violence. His rivalry with Suge Knight in the West Coast scene added fuel to this fire. Though Diddy profited immensely from this persona, it's been argued that he contributed to escalating tensions in the hip-hop community, ultimately leading to the tragic deaths of many big rappers. Number 5. Tensions with Tupac Shakur before his death. One of the most infamous aspects of Diddy's career is his alleged involvement in the East Coast-West Coast rap feud. In fact, when Tupac was attacked in 1992 and survived, he blatantly took Diddy's name when asked who he thought was behind it. Sadly, Tupac wasn't lucky the next time he was shot and got killed. Over the years, Diddy has denied any connection with these killings. Still, many rumors persist about his involvement in the rivalry that eventually led to the deaths of Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G. Number 6. The Shine Jacket Scandal. In 1998, a disgruntled employee of Bad Boy Records accused Diddy of throwing a temper tantrum over a jacket. Diddy allegedly ordered the employee to retrieve a special jacket that had been left behind. When the jacket could not be found, Diddy became enraged and humiliated the employee in front of others. This incident showed a pattern of Diddy being difficult to work with and creating hostile environments for those under his control. Although the story may seem minor compared to other controversies, it contributes to his reputation for having an erratic temper. Number 7. Disputes over songwriting credits. Several artists and songwriters who worked with Diddy in the 90s and 2000s have accused him of taking undeserved credit for songs. Despite his time at Bad Boy Records, Diddy frequently inserted himself as a co-writer or producer on tracks, even when his contributions were minimal or non-existent. This practice of taking credit has been criticized by industry insiders who feel that Diddy exploited the talents of other musicians for his own gain. Number 8. Sued for unpaid royalties by former artists. Several artists who were signed to Bad Boy Records have sued Diddy for unpaid royalties. Among the most vocal is Maze, who accused Diddy of keeping his publishing rights for years and not paying him fairly. These lawsuits have shown the real side of Diddy, who was more of a mafia boss than a businessman. This reputation has followed him throughout his career, even as he continued to falsely portray himself as a champion of black entrepreneurship. Number 9. The Making the Band controversy. In the early 2000s, Diddy became the face of the reality TV show Making the Band, where aspiring musicians competed for a record deal. While the show was a success, it also generated controversy for the way Diddy treated the contestants. He was often criticized for being overly harsh and exploitative, pushing the participants to their limits with little regard for their well-being. Several former contestants have spoken out about the emotional and mental toll the experience took on them. Number 10. Legal trouble over the Ciroc vodka deal. Diddy is famously linked with Ciroc vodka, turning it into one of the most successful spirits brands in the world. However, this partnership has not been without its issues. In 2011, a bartender sued Diddy after he allegedly punched him at a Ciroc promotional event. The lawsuit claimed that Diddy reacted violently after the bartender refused to serve him a special drink. Although Diddy settled out of court, the case added to his growing list of legal problems and further demonstrated his volatile behavior. Diddy's questionable behavior and horror stories have been circulating in the music industry since the 1990s, but many never realized the true extent of his actions. Now, with multiple criminal charges pending, these dark aspects of his life have resurfaced with a vengeance. As the trial approaches, it seems that Diddy's name will forever be tied to the bad side of the music industry, casting him as the devil of hip-hop rather than an icon. And with this, we've come to the very end of this video. Tell us in the comments below which thing about Diddy surprised you the most. Let us know your thoughts on the whole video below. Also, don't forget to leave a like on this video. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button for all future content. Thanks for watching. Until next time.